Honeycomb Music is extremely proud to present the highly anticipated debut album from Billboard chart-topping artist and the queen of gospel energy, Dawn Tallman. For me, the LP is a culmination of 4 years of work, detailing personal experiences of triumph over adversity. Dawn Tallman brings us an incredibly produced album, chock full of poignant messages for the soul. That's just the introduction to the press release for the album, which is out now. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the Vocal Booth Radio Show the one and only Miss Dawn Tallman. Hello, my dear.
Hello.
It's great to finally have you back with us on the airwaves. Now, before we get into the interview, I just want to say thank you so much for agreeing to come and join us in September at the Vocal Booth Weekender.
Listen, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me back. I had a ball the first time I came, and I'm ready to come back.
Can you believe it was 5 years ago?
That time flies. Wow.
It's insane. In the last 5 years, you've been incredibly busy doing a lot of performances back at home. Most recently, and most notably, you performed with Louis Vega in London. Do you want to just tell us a quick bit about that before we get into Dawn Tallman?
As you all know, Louis Vega has Elements of Life, and I'm honored to be a part of that super band with so many awesome and legendary musicians and singers, and we were in London, and it was magical. The crowd, the people, the theater, it was just a beautiful experience.
I watched it from afar in Spain, and I was totally inspired. I was totally happy for everybody involved, because I've watched Louis Vega progress over the last 20 years or so. He's without a shadow of a doubt one of the most hardworking guys and one of the best ambassadors for our sound. And it was just insane. So I just wanted to have a very quick talk about that. And you shone on that stage. I just got to say, you totally shone.
I just love what I do. That's,
If I sent you a message in a bottle, it'll never get to you. And when I try to explain myself, I just can't get through to you. You feel like a stranger. It's like I don't know who you are. I replay in my head the things you said. You leave the scars on my heart. I need time for me to heal and chase my dreams. I'm on my way now, and it's because of you somehow that I found my way back to me. Yeah. Flying through the clouds, looking down on who I used to be. I'm walking through the water. Happiness begins today for me. On the good life, loving what it feels like. Yeah.
So we're talking about this album. So this album has been a labor of love. It was through some pain and through some, like said, through some pain, through some adversity, and it's just a journey of my story of, almost like a caterpillar. You know how they go into the cocoon and then they come out like a butterfly. It's really a transformation from a dark place to a place of hope, love, loving yourself, a place of, empowerment and inspiration. It's really coming from like my life story. These songs are not just, any song that was just, written, just real things that have happened in my life, and to encourage people, just to let them know, they're not alone. You're not the only one.
Without going into too much detail and without being too personal, Choose one record and please describe one adversity or one incident that came about that inspired you to put this track out. One song off the album and the story behind it.
Okay, so let me talk about something that everybody probably has dealt with in once or twice, whatever, in their life. So there's a song on the album called Beautiful View. And this particular song was written by Glenn Thornton. Yeah, shout out to Glenn and myself. And it talks about low self-esteem, talking about going from, going through some things, not really loving yourself, not feeling too great about yourself. And then it goes from that to loving yourself. The song says, open up your eyes. You can see the truth. The real you is right in front of you. Don't you turn away from this beautiful view. Meaning, when you look in the mirror, you see you, you're beautiful. Don't look at yourself as anything else but being beautiful.
I know what it feels like to be insecure, to feel so unworthy and ridiculed. I walk down this path just like you, looking for love and looking for truth. I open my eyes, open up your eyes, you can see the truth. Yeah, you is right in front of you. Don't you turn away from this beautiful view. Open up your eyes, you can see the truth. The real you is right in front of you. Don't you turn away from this beautiful view. I know what it feels like to feel good inside. To be very happy and filled with pride. The truth has always been there. I just didn't know. I didn't know. So glad that I found it. My inner glow. Open up your eyes, you can see the truth. You can see it's right in front of you. Don't you turn away from this beautiful view. That view is you. Open up your eyes, you can see the truth. The real you is right in front of you. Don't you turn away just from this beautiful view. You're beautiful. You can see the truth. Open up your eyes and it's right in front of you. Don't you turn away from this beautiful view.
A lot of your inspiration and a lot of your energy comes from your spirituality, your religion. Would you say 100% of the album is focused and driven by your prayers?
Definitely. It's very inspirational. That's where I kind of went with it. I'm not so much as driving like, Jesus down your throat. It's not that. It's more so of an empowerment and inspiring, but it's definitely part of my foundation because I'm not ashamed to say I'm a Christian. I believe in God. So a lot of these songs were definitely written in that, you know what I mean, in that vein. You'll be very inspired by it, trust me. Yeah.
Musically, we hear, or I can hear, a lot of influences from Josh. Would I be correct in saying that a lot of the music behind this is put together by Josh?
Absolutely. There are, Josh Milan produced 95% of the project, and then we have DJ Spin on one of the songs. That song is called Speak Life on the album. And then we have Louis Vega, who produced one, and that one is called I Am Not Afraid.
I am not There's so many people who never see a good day or night. Allow me to encourage you when I change my view. Things are not the same for me. There's nothing that I can do. I am not afraid to live my dreams and destiny. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid to be happy and love me. I am not afraid to live my dreams and destinies. I am not afraid to be happy and love me. Some people never change. They never open up their minds. They have so many qualities, treasures they will never find. I believe that what's impossible and the things I can't see are closer than we think they are. If we only believe, I am not afraid.
Some of the darker points in your life possibly covered in the album as well. Is there anything that springs to mind when I talk about that?
Yeah, so the title track, which is called For Me, that song was definitely written, and I can say this because I don't, I was going through a divorce, and it was a very dark time in my life at that point, and I was just kind of really in a funk, and just divorce is not cute, it's not good for anyone. So it was a dark time, and it was just like a light bulb came on. I always say this about Josh Milan. He was there when I was going through all of this stuff, and he was my voice when I couldn't speak. And he wrote this song, and it was like freedom. The words say, "You can be who you want to, but for me, I choose to be happy." And that really struck a chord with me because we absolutely have a choice.
Some people live their lives in masquerade, never knowing who they're gonna be from day to day. But I've known since I was a girl that I am a queen. With every step that I choose to take, that's who I'm gonna be. You can be
we can choose to be happy, or we can choose to stay, in a depressed state or stay in a dark place. But we don't have to, because we have a choice. So that really blessed my life, and it changed my life, and it changed a lot of people's life, because that was the first single on this album. So it's been out for a little bit, and people have really been blessed by this song. It's almost it's like an anthem in a lot of people's lives, of choosing to be happy. And I think a lot of people don't know that. When you're in a depressed state, you kind of feel like, I can't get out of this, I can't. But when you really think about it, you actually have a choice. You can pull yourself out. You can choose happiness. So that's what this song is about. So for me, going through, no pun intended for me, going through that, I realized that I don't have to be down. I can put a smile on my face, and I can push through and make a choice and be happy in spite of what I'm going through.
Going to share one final song on the track before we allow you to go about your business. Something on a very up-tempo, uplifting message. Anything that springs to mind?
The song, probably I said for me, but the song Speak Life is absolutely one of my favorite songs on this album. Speak Life simply means speaking positive things over yourself. There's a scripture in the Bible that says we have power. There's power of life and death in our tongue, which means in our mouth. So we can speak negative things, or we can speak positive things out of our mouth. No matter what anyone says about you, no matter, what anybody's opinion, whatever they have to say about you, you don't have to think negative. You can speak life to your own self, meaning I'm all that, I'm beautiful, I'm more than enough, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to speak over yourself, this song simply says speak life into whatever your situation is. Speak some good vibes, some positive thoughts into your life. It is out on honeycombmusicstore.com right now, and it will be worldwide on May 5th on all the other streaming sites. So right now you can just get it on honeycombmusicstore.com.
Okay, so we want to direct everybody to Honeycomb, because all of that profit goes directly to the label. It doesn't get split with any of the aggregators, and I think that's quite important in today's download medium, that all of the artists get all of the money direct. So if you want this album, go directly to the Honeycomb Music site, and I'll put a link up on my website also when we're finished. All of these are coming out through Josh's label. He's enjoying his 50th birthday celebrations in June. Are you able to say if you're going to be there or not?
Oh, I will be there, so y'all better get y'all tickets.
Okay. Has that been officially announced now?
Yeah. Well, you can still. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Glad to hear that. Other plans for Dawn Tallman featuring with other artists outside of this album? Do you have anything forthcoming for this year that you've got planned?
Well, I actually am part of. I don't know if you remember the group Jasper Street. They have an album that's coming out, and there's a song that was done about 20 or 30 years ago, maybe, called Rejoicing, that Ultranate did first. I have had the pleasure of redoing that song. So that's a major collaboration that's going to be happening. And I think that's going to be coming out like towards the, summertime. And that's with Jasper Street and myself, Teddy Douglas, and DJ Spin, that whole camp, they produced it.
Okay, so let's get back once again to the important message. Please repeat for me again where people can go and purchase the album direct from Josh so that the artist responsible get 100% of the proceeds.
That's right. So everyone, please, please, please go check out my new LP. It is called For Me. You can find it on honeycombmusicstore.com. Once again, that's honeycombmusicstore.com. And can I say that on the release date, the album already went #1 on Bandcamp already.
Incredible.
So that's awesome. Yeah.
We look forward to sharing fizzy water, maybe a little bit of white wine, possibly in Spain.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
just the one glass or two. Dawn.
Oh no, I have a few. No.
I like it. Dawn, once again, from myself and all of the Vocal Booth family, we cannot wait to see you in September, and we hope you have an amazing year.
Thank you for having me on the show, and I can't wait to see all of you in September.
I am not afraid to be happy.